Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Ronaldo wants to leave Man United. Alright, Ronaldo wants to leave Man United and it shouldn't be any surprise. It shouldn't be any surprise for any of us Man United fans. It shouldn't be a surprise for anyone that supports Chelsea, anyone that supports Liverpool, anyone that supports Arsenal. Ronaldo, at the beginning of the season, we said if we don't get Champions League, right? And at the beginning of the season, we were confident we'll get Champions League, whether it be top four, whatever, right? We were confident we'd get Champions League. When it came halfway through the season, Ralph came in, we thought, okay, we're sliding off fourth place, we're like fifth, sixth place. Ralph comes in, we think, okay, he's going to get us top four. That should be the minimum he should get us, Ralph. Top four, maybe do well in the FA Cup. We bottle all of it, and that's the end of the story, right? We said, beginning of the season, we've said it throughout the season, if we don't get Champions League, Ronaldo's going to go. So at this point where Ronaldo, of course, he had an interview and he says he wants to win trophies and all of this, we need to understand that this man, yeah, Mr. Champions League, one of the best players of all time, is not going to stay in a club that is holding him back. He's only got, what, maybe 3, 4, 5 years left max? And look, 5 is a push, but I would say, you know, with his fitness, with how good he is as a player, probably another 3, 4 seasons at the top. And then maybe he retires at Sporting Lisbon, right? If he plays for another 3 years in one of the in the best league in the world or in one of the best teams in the world, he wants to win Champions Leagues. And I did say in previous videos, the only way I see him staying at Man United and not wanting to change teams, to have a transfer where he will go to Chelsea, where he'll go to Bayern, where he'll play Champions League football, is if he's only aiming for the World Cup. And with Ronaldo's ambitions, wanting to win more trophies, that was never going to happen, because next season I don't see us winning much. We might win Europa League, at a push. We won't do much in the league, in my opinion. We might get top four, we still might get 5th, 6th place next season. FA Cup, we have to see all of that, but Ronaldo's not at a stage in his career where he needs to be part of a rebuilding process, because he's 37 years old. He's got one more year left, and he's got an option of an extra year, which he'll finish at 39 years of age. So I'm pretty sure he wants to go. I mean, it's not a surprise, and I don't blame him. Look, it doesn't matter. We're Man United fans. We need to support Man United, and of course Ronaldo's part of us, and unfortunately has to end this way. He's had a brilliant career at Manchester United, but unfortunately, I feel like maybe he was, I don't know what he thought in his mind, but clearly he didn't watch enough of us under Rolly, because yes, we got second the season before he came, but we didn't play that well, let's be honest. We didn't play that well that season. Yes, we finished second. Liverpool and Chelsea went off on a madness that season. A lot of those games, we scraped it, And of course, at the end of the day, it's a win, right? So it doesn't matter if you scraped it or not, but we weren't great that season. And with Ronaldo in the team, we were missing a defensive midfielder, and it's not even that. Like this season, we figured that we need other positions. Throughout the season, we said, beginning of the season especially, we said we just need a midfielder, and that's it. It's not. We need a fullback, which we've got Tyrell Malacia in. He's actually coming today to do his fitness tests and to hold his medicals, and that's going to be a madness, because I think he's going to put some good competition for Luke Shaw at left back. And Telles, look, there's been reports that apparently Man United are willing to sell a bunch of players. Wan-Bissaka, Telles, Pereira, Phil Jones, Bailly. These are players that most likely will leave. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, because I'm hearing a bunch of other players coming in as well. Look, Anthony's kind of dropped off now. That 60, 70 mil I think is too much. I don't think that deal will happen if it sticks at that price. De Jong seems to be very, very likely at this point. So we need to see what happens with De Jong. I don't want to touch too much upon him. But, Ronaldo wanting to leave shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. So, even the talks of Martinez seem likely as well. That deal seems to be 42, 43 million from Ajax. It seems to be a good deal for us if it happens. So I'm excited. I'm really excited if that deal happens. There's a bunch of things to be looking forward to. And with Ten Hag, training the team and training these players to become better, we're still going to need positions. I think some of these players, we're going to be surprised for some of these players who might be sold. I wouldn't expect Telles to be sold at the end of the season. When you look at the season, halfway through the season, we played a few games, and I thought I expected to still be Luke Shaw and Telles, to be honest. But Malacia's come in, one of these left backs might leave. So we really need to see what happens there, because it's looking tough right now. And apparently Eriksen has verbally agreed to join Man United. There's been reports coming out today that he's verbally agreed to join. Look, Eriksen, for me, you're playing him in the number 10 role with Bruno Fernandes. And if Ronaldo leaves, look, we're still going to need a striker anyway, but I'd rather play Bruno Fernandes as a false 9. I'd rather play a system where you have Ten Hag, putting Bruno Fernandes in the number 9 position, playing as more of a false 9, come in deep, doing everything. That's what a false nine does. Comes deep, gets involved in the build-up play, the link-up play, and he's everywhere. A player who's everywhere, absolutely everywhere, who can score goals, who can assist, who drops deep, gets tackles in, interceptions in, gets involved in everything. And that's what Bruno Fernandes can do. I'd rather have a more balanced midfield. Look, you can have Martinez, De Jong in midfield with Bruno Fernandes as a number 10, or if he doesn't, or if obviously he plays in the false nine role, you can have in the number 10 you can have Eriksen. You can have a brilliant balanced midfield. You can play Bruno Fernandes as a number 9, Sancho on the left or on the right. Then you've got the likes of Rashford, who might build himself upon next season, and then maybe if we get an Antony at some point, it really depends on what the moves are from Ten Hag in the summer, because a lot of these deals are starting to come through. Eriksen verbally agreed to join. Martinez looking somewhat likely. De Jong looking likely. And look, this Ronaldo thing, he said, look, he didn't say, what reports have come out and said is that, I think it was from Romano, he said, Ronaldo's not happy. He sees that there's no ambition or intention to get big players this summer. And of course, De Jong was there, but he was the only player we were in for. Ever since then, look at all the players that have come out. Martinez, De Jong, obviously Malacia's come in, Eriksen verbally agreeing to join. Look, they want to keep Ronaldo. Man United want to keep Ronaldo. But even then, even if we get the players we need, is he still going to stay? Because it's not just because of that. For sure, it's not just because we're not getting the right players or because there's no ambition. Of course, it's part of it. But you have to imagine, if there was Champions League, none of this information would be coming out. None of these reports would be coming out that he's unhappy, that he wants to leave because he doesn't see enough from Man United trying to get all of these players that we need in the team. If we had Champions League football next season, none of this would come out. Yes, maybe there'll be some reports coming out saying Ronaldo's unhappy, that there's a lack of ambition in terms of the transfer targets for midfield, for left back, whatever. But it'll be a lot less. It's become a drama now because there's a lot of possibilities that Ronaldo can go to Chelsea, can go to Bayern Munich. And I reckon he might go to Bayern Munich. He might want to stay in the Premier League, but that rivalry between the other top 4 teams, Chelsea, Liverpool, look, it was never going to join Liverpool anyway, but the likes of Chelsea, Lukaku going back to Milan, Bayern might release Lewandowski. Ronaldo might join Bayern. Ronaldo wants Champions League football in the last couple of years, and in the last couple of years of his career, and he still wants a Ballon d'Or. Will be able to do it? I'm not sure. I think it's got a lot of competition. So when this happens, guys, but please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this, and I'll talk to you guys later.